Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga. It's time to finally end this. We have our final showdown approaching with a certain someone. Let's go. Oh, actually wait, first let's check out our actual skills. I've gone ahead and set up skills off camera, so okay. I just like most fights with this guy, you want to have Earth set for his guard, but also your main method of dealing damage will be physical, which I have on Gale. I got Hellfang. You also want Void Force or anything better than Void Force. You definitely need Force Shields for this. You will also have some debuffs. Taunt's not going to be useful because he does have Dekunda, so buffs on yourself are probably a little better. Surf has Medea for healing. And Cielo's skills don't actually matter a whole ton for reasons, but you can always swap him into the fight if you want to.
You're no different than me. How many have you devoured, huh? We eat to survive. It's only natural. You're just like me. Come on, admit it. Say it, bitch.
So, Argilla is now in the party. You don't get an opportunity to set her skills, though. So you'll have to manually swap her in as well. And that's where I'm probably going to overwrite Cielo, but he does have some pretty useful buffs, though, so maybe not. Okay, he's starting to use some curses, so having Void Death can protect you against these. I do personally believe that having Void Force up is way more useful. Okay, he's gone into guard mode. And you'll see why in a moment. Aha! Though, with a debuff on every character, we can use Debilitate as a combo skill. Not sure that'll be too useful here, though, because he can Dekunda himself, and this will use up all of our turns. So no, let's instead go for Terazi. I do have Earth boost on Surf. So yeah, while he's guarding, you can do a pretty solid amount of damage. I have Terra set on Gale also for this reason. And you're going to go ahead and deploy Argilla over yourself, just because Argilla has to be in this. But, okay, I can try and Tarunda him. Forgetting what her exact skill set was before she left. She does at least have Terazi and Avalanche. And most of these skills are not going to be super useful, but I guess I can Tarunda him. Okay, I don't have Void Force up, and that could be kind of bad. Because, yeah, he likes to use Psycho Rage and then use his main gimmick, which he might be using right now. Yeah, here it is! This attack! So that turns you into a bat. When you're a bat, your HP is halved, and you become weak to Force. Is he gonna bat all three of us at the same... Oh boy. Okay, I have never seen this happen before. This is not good. This is actually really terrible. At least you can still use all of your skills. But good luck actually doing anything decent to him in this state. This is why you kind of want some kind of force protection. I mean, everyone does actually look kind of adorable as bats, to be honest. Yeah, generally speaking, I want that Force Shield up. I'm kind of waiting for him to guard before I start attacking him again. That's really when you can do the most damage. Oh, he's already down full on debuffs, okay. On attack debuffs, I mean. Still want that Force Drain up. Because he's probably going to try and exploit our weakness at some point. I guess, bat attack. Yeah, you don't do much damage when you're a bat. Here we go, Winds of Hell. This is his super signature move. And Drain. Kind of fitting that Argilla was the first one to return to normal, but the rest of us are a little out of luck. I guess you can try and use Fire. Still, yeah, he basically resists most things when he's in this form. You kind of want to wait for him to turn into his, guard mode. Right, yeah. Oh, it also halves your MP, and your MP stays halved even after you transform back, which kind of sucks. Did I set up the Force Repel, or... Because you only have one of these up. It doesn't really matter. As long as I have one of these up, I'm fine, because he'll just, yeah, do that, and then I null that. Of course, Argilla is weak to that naturally, so you do still kind of want Force Repel. I need this to wear off, please. I very much need this to wear off, please, because there's not a whole lot that, like, Argilla can really do right now, aside from just healing. I guess she can heal herself. Okay, regular rage. Could you please guard? I guess using okay, yeah, there's Dakunda, so now his attack debuffs are gone. I'm sorry, but like you're trying to pull the "we're not so different, you and I" thing when you're just like, you know, a sadist who gets pleasure from eating people. I mean, he might relate to that, but the rest of us not really. Okay, huh. At least I can start debuffing him now. This is honestly a bit of a weird situation to be in, because I really want him to guard, but if I block his force attacks, then he's just going to lose his turns and not guard. But at the same time, if he does use force now, we're pretty much going to just die horrendously, so I kind of need to keep the force repel up. Okay, Spiral Edge is fine. Okay, finally you're returning to normal. This is the longest I've ever seen us get stuck in bat form in this fight, by the way. At least we did a pretty good amount of damage the first run of attacks. I guess I can Tarun to him again. Even though it really just applies to Spiral Edge. Okay, I believe I need to pass your turn and then go for a Void Force with Surf. This is why having Void Force on multiple people is kind of useful. Oh, now you return to normal, okay. And there's Winds of Hell, which we block, but I don't exactly really want to block that right now because I want him to guard, so I can actually do good damage to him. At least now Gale is in human form, so we can use Hellfang. Yeah, that's kind of more like it, I guess. Maybe. And I suppose, yeah, Argilla is a bat now, so I have to go for Void Force. So Aria just sits in place and just flaps his wings. Okay, she's returned to normal. Don't have heat, though, which is a little problematic, because I'd really like to have access to better physical attacks. Well, he is down to red, at least. One of us is still weak to force, but I'm going to go ahead and use the Medea here with Surf. Okay, is he going to use one of these Psycho Rages to guard? That would be much appreciated. No, okay, he's going to go for some bat transformations. This can miss, but it's... I don't see it... Like, I think it can miss. You need to get pretty lucky for it to miss. Oh, great. Surf's probably dead. Wait, no, he has massive magic. Oh, he's still dead. Yeah. Of course. But now he guards. Back when my best source of earth damage is dead. Okay. It would be so cool if Argilla got the final blow here, because she needs to get the final blow, but okay. You are gonna get Revival Gems back up. Like, sometimes dying in bat form is a blessing in disguise, because it means you immediately revert to human form. Yes! Argilla finished him! Great! I could not have asked for a better outcome there. So yeah, things got a little awkward for a while, but yeah, Bat's worth a lot of experience. Yeah, I've never seen, in any attempt at that fight, Surf and Gale getting stuck as Bats that long. So, we have the satisfaction of Bat dying in a horrible fiery explosion as well, which I'm sure many people are glad for. Again, the game did a perfect job of making you hate him. So yeah, that's it. No more Bat. He's totally dead, and short of some weird resurrection for a boss rush, we'll never see him again. My wording there may have been oddly specific.
Oh man, you three are heavy.
Do you realize we could share the same fate as them? We all hate, we all fight, we all devour just to survive. But eventually we'll die. I couldn't defend myself. We aren't any different from him. What's the point then? Why live like this? Why are we even alive? Surf, tell me.
It doesn't actually matter what you choose here. But I think this is the one I most agree with. Why are we... Oh, Cielo's still cursed, okay. From that fight. So, this is the Embryon's second base. Also, Argilla's back at level 37. When characters return to the party, not only do they master their mantra, they actually are set to the average level of the current party. So that's why she's 37. It's not based on Surf's level, it's the average level of the whole party. Yeah, I mean, part of that song was Light Shines on Heaven. Okay, so that'll be what we do for the next leg of things, but, there is something that I will say, I have to say. So, okay. There is... I will have to warn you about this scene that's coming up. It's not like graphic violence or anything, but something coming up is, it's definitely a very non-consent kind of thing that's about to happen. And a lot of people really hate this aspect of this game. You're kind of supposed to. What's about to happen is not meant to be sympathetic or admirable or anything. It's meant to be disturbing. But I do warn you that it's coming up, because that is definitely something that you need to be aware of. It's one of the most infamous scenes in this game. We do have a heal terminal here, life terminal, whatever. And somewhere we can save and get new mantras if we want. In a bit of mood whiplash, I guess Argilla does actually need a new mantra, so I should probably get her one. Heat will too soon, because Heat's coming back soon. Oh, you are not far along in Force at all. You probably should work on that to get to covering your weakness. There is something really nice about, like, even though it's just Lars, there is something really nice about the way this song sounds.
Light shines on heaven, earth and spirit light brings glory and grace. May it open our eyes to the truth, Shanti, Shanti. Divine light, our heart cries out to you, deliver.
You're that worried about Surf?
Hmm? We're comrades.
That's not what I meant. Surf can't protect you. Can't you see that I'm stronger than him?
Heat, you're hurting me.
Come on, you saw what happened back there. I could have killed him without even trying.
I already know you're strong. But strength isn't everything, Heat. Surf...
Sarah.
Hey, what's going on? Why you just standing there, huh?
It's nothing.
I have bad news. It seems that Vishuda has been overrun.
You said the wolves would last longer than that.
Though it defies probability, the fact is undeniable. And to make matters worse, the remaining members of the Solids have been forcibly enlisted by the Brutes tribe. At this rate, I am afraid they will destroy us all.
Oh, give me a break. Didn't Surf kill their boss? Why did the Solids join the Brutes, huh?
Argilla, tell me, would you follow Varen if he defeated Surf?
Of course I wouldn't.
Heat?
Huh? I'd take Surf's place.
Exactly. The law states that members of a defeated tribe are to obey the leader of the victorious tribe. That rule has been disregarded.
The law seems to be losing its effect on us. But why could that be?
Everyone has changed, just as you have.
It sounds to me like you knew about this all along. What were you planning to do?
If the wolves had held out, we could have fought the Brutes together. That is why this is so unfortunate.
Boss! Lupa from the Wolves. He's asking to see you.
Did you say Lupa? Where did he come from?
Well, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. We have them detained at Svaristana.
Let us go, Surf.
I like that now we've realized that everyone has the free will to choose what leaders to follow. Everyone gaining their emotions, though, can be a double-edged sword in that regard, because it means that they don't automatically follow us. And now, Heat's learned some new skills. Yeah, power charge is in the magic section. I do think there should have been a separate buffs and debuff section. Because I personally consider power charge to be a buff, but not sure I really need counter right now. Fizz, Curse All, Death Blow. Yeah, let's take that over Venom Fang. Oh, we have Void Fizz as well. I don't really find myself using those that much, though. Problem is, you're using up so many of your skills on passives right now. So I would also like Iron Stomach. I mean, if critical is just for normal attacks, I don't need that. But also, yes, what just happened with Heat and Sarah? It is definitely very dark, but I do like the fact that I will say, okay, like, this sounds kind of, I don't want to be generalizing about Japanese media, but I feel like there was a decent amount of Japanese media at this time that often did play, you know, behavior like that more for comedy, whereas in this case, it is very clearly meant to be played for, like, that is not meant, like, that scene was meant to be disturbing, and it's played as seriously as it can be, I feel, and I think it's actually, they do a decent job of it. Like, the fact that he does stop when he sees her crying as well. But also, the thing to note about this is, to a lot of people, they lose respect for Heat in that moment. You're kind of meant to. But the other thing is, like, obviously not defending that kind of behavior, but Heat legitimately has no idea what he's doing. He does not understand at all why he did that. So in a way, it's also really disturbing on his end too. Like, something in him compelled him to do that, and he does not know why. But speaking of heat, next up is, oh boy. Yes, look at that skill name, yes. Attack all can be fun sometimes, though. It makes your regular attack hit everything, but that's way more market than we can afford right now. Although, I do have a bunch of cells that I can sell. Because here's the thing. I'm not going to be going to the next dungeon just yet, because we do actually have another dungeon to get to. We have to go to the base belonging to the Vanguards and talk to Lupa, and some people actually get confused at this point, because where Lupa is not the main, like, you actually need to make your way a decent way into the base in order to get to him. Oh, Sarah's already down here. But it's good that we're checking up on her. But I want to sell my stuff and then end... Ah, oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spin in circles to get my cells up again. But I think it might be around now that there's some dialogue you can get in some of the areas that is very interesting. No. No. Something very bad just happened, and... yeah. And that would be what TV Tropes calls comically missing the point. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a snake. He's more like a military general to me. So we get a little bit of info on what Varun can turn into, considering he's going to be our villain for the next leg of the story. Philosophical debates with Argilla and Heat. But yeah, they're starting to realize that something is wrong with the junkyard. This sounds like a, you know... I mean, it isn't so much like law versus chaos, but I feel like it's more, you know, chaos versus neutral, maybe. Well, I guess she can finally mourn Janana now. He would. Yeah, he definitely would. Oh, this one. Yes, this is one of the conversations that I wanted to get here. You remember a tribe called School? But that's still not the conversation that I wanted. I forget if it shows up after the next leg of the plot or now. So he actually wants all of us there, okay. So here everyone seems to be musing about the law and Nirvana. And that's true, yeah. Remember I was saying before that, like, Angel clearly misunderstands how karma works. Unless we become different ourselves, huh? Well, I mean, if we don't turn into demons, then that'll be a plus. We can still go back to our old base, just in case you missed any chests there. There's not a whole lot to do here, though. Oh, hi, Sarah. Huh. That's weird. Huh. What happens if we say blue? Ah, yeah. Remember that conversation for later. Yeah, we have seen, I think, enemies with revert... Well, actually, no, I don't think we've seen them yet, but there are enemies with skills that can forcibly revert people. Yeah, it's true. Things seem wrong about this life, but we have to reach Nirvana before we have any hope of changing it. Well, Heat's on Team Blue. Okay, then. You're also Team Blue? Well, at least we got one more for the catchphrase counter. I feel like Gale would be on Team Yellow for this. Yeah, we kind of blew up the place. Did I just time this out perfectly? Or am I decreasing? Please tell me I'm not decreasing. Please tell me I'm increasing. Yes, I'm increasing. Good, okay. Perfect timing. Completely accidental, but perfect timing, because that means I can sell... Oh boy, this is going to be worth a lot. 3 theory cells, but no praxis cells. Organic cells, quantum cells, 2 code cells. And now we have 300,000 marker. We're all working on mantras at the moment. I probably should save that for the next batch of mantras. No new cell bonus, though. I should probably check if the vendor is selling anything, like, actually new, though. Hero ration. Oh, they're selling revival gems now, but 10,000 marker. And they're now selling Lagni bombs. Well, okay. Okay, so I will be going to Svadhisthana. Just to show where we need to go next in the story. Everyone's a little bit on edge. Cielo is best wingman. Yeah, still talking about the rookies. Yeah, at least they're giving you a bit of a hint. Over there, huh? Yeah, it's a little vague. Okay, good, we just hit min noise. That's also perfect timing, because now I can use one of these. Probably need more of them, but it's definitely recommended that you use one of those as you head in here, because where we actually need to go is to this room, and then down these stairs. So you'll pass by that guy regardless and get the hints for later. And up here. I said all the way back in the first dungeon that this area would be more relevant later. Turns out it's actually very plot relevant right now. This is where Lupa is going to meet us. They came out of that hole, huh? Okay, again, Sarah is babbling about things we don't understand. Oh, you think you can take him, huh? But yes, there is Lupa. Firstly, they'll want to talk to everybody. The lava flow Atma. Yeah. Another rare Atma that's mentioned in universe. So yeah, there are waterways that collect the rainwater. And that would explain why the rookies keep appearing. Though we don't know if they reincarnate as like the same person or not. We are Lupa's 4 warrior attendants. Doesn't seem to be very many of you though. But let's check in with good old Jameson Price himself. It's a shame this isn't a voice cutscene, so we can hear more of his glorious voice. Actually, wait, maybe it is.
State your business.
Will the Embryon assist us to defeat Varen?
Under what conditions?
Your leader will receive my head. In exchange, I ask you to treat my men fairly.
Gale!
What assurance do we have that you are not here on Varen's behalf?
I vow upon my honor.
Honor? What is this honor you speak of?
I see it within you as well.
I do not comprehend. How does one see such a thing?
I can see it in your eyes.
Cyber Shaman?
Varen has referred to the girl that way. Supposedly, she could easily destroy this world with her power.
Hey, are you all right?
She doesn't even know anything about herself. How could she have such power?
Can you honestly say you know yourself?
What?
I've had several dreams about a child lately. In these dreams, he calls me Father.
Dreams?
I feel as if I have something to tell the child. But perhaps someone else will, in my absence.
Someone else. That is illogical. I do not understand. Why do you not just tell him yourself?
Have you ever seen a child here in the junkyard? You're beginning to understand. Why must we continue to fight this war? For what purpose does this world exist? Why have we developed identities? Once Varen is defeated, it is then that you will discover the truth.
Comb the area! Varen's gonna kill us if we don't find them! Did you find them? Search down that way!
So they found this place, too. Up ahead is an entrance to their base. Go and kill Varen. I'll buy you some time.
Against all those guys? Ha! Now I know you crazy.
I was the leader of my tribe. You are the ones in danger.
What do you mean?
The wolves fell to Varen alone.
He did that? All by himself?
He's become unstoppable somehow. You cannot defeat him alone. In fact, her power may be the only way.
My power?
As promised.
Lupa. There is someone I must meet as well. Let us go to Nirvana together.
In order to rule over the tribes, you must defeat their leaders. Will the temple make an exception?
If not, we will destroy the temple.
So be it.
And on that, we have this amazing music of the Samsara Waterways. Love this song so much. One of my favorite songs in the whole game. A lot of people's favorite songs in the game. Also, Lupa's demon form of Cerberus. So yeah, rare footage of three-headed Cerberus in Shin Megami Tensei. This is the only game, I think, besides, I think one other does, but most of the games only have one-headed Cerberus. But yeah, Gale is talking about this right here. And this isn't one of my favorite reveals in this game, because normally you don't really question the fact that there are no children. You think, oh, it's just a story, you know, they haven't decided to include child characters. And then you realize the fact that there are no children in the junkyard is a massive plot point. It's a sign that something really weird is going on here. The fact that everybody in this world is an adult, and yet we somehow still know what children are. That doesn't make any sense. But on that note, I'm going to be leaving you here because, next time we're actually not going to continue with the main story, I'm sorry, but we are going to be doing a diversionary side activity, and that is, I'm going to be going after the first optional boss in the game. Now, this is supposed to be a little beyond us at this point, but I think I can handle it, so I will see you all then.